So I'm going to start off by drawing the circuit. Two resistors in parallel. This that I'm adding here is the symbol for a battery. So I have a closed circuit. And the question is asking me, what is the equivalent resistance? Which means if I were to replace those two parallel branches with just one resistor, what would give me the same overall current in the battery? I know I'm going to use this equation. 1 over equivalent resistance is equal to 1 over the resistance of one branch plus 1 over the resistance of the other branch. I also know that the values of my resistors are 4 ohms and 6 ohms. So my first step is going to be to substitute those values into my equation. I see that now I have unlike denominators. I can't just add fractions with unlike denominators. So my next step is to find the least common multiple, LCM. So I'm going to write out the multiples of 4. 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 3 is 12. Now I'm going to write out multiples of 6, 6, 12, 18. There I go, I've found my least common multiple. I'm going to highlight it in pink. 12 is the least common multiple of 4 and 6, so I want to rewrite my fractions as equivalent fractions with my new denominator. One fourth is equal to 3/12. 1/6 is equal to 2/12. Now I can add fractions with common denominators. And I do that simply by adding the numerators and keeping the denominator the same. It looks like I'm finished, but I'm not, because I need the reciprocal of that. I want the equivalent resistance, not 1 over the equivalent resistance. So I'm going to take the reciprocal and say that equivalent resistance is equal to 12 over 5, and I want to know how many ohms that is, so I will divide 12 by 5. And I get my final answer, 2.4 ohms. A single resistor of 2.4 ohms would give an equivalent resistance to a 4 ohm and a 6 ohm resistor in parallel.